Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola, and this is your daily Manchester United news. Hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I'm not outside Old Trafford like the lads usually are. They're all in quarantine at the moment, but I am back. I am in full effect, and I will be here with all the latest Manchester United news. And we are talking about Juan Mata's future, Marcus Rashford, MBE, pay-per-view Premier League football, Edinson Cavani and the number 7 shirt, him speaking with Ander Herrera as well, Ousmane Dembele and that move potentially be being reignited in January, and Ed Woodward lying over that pay-per-view deal as well. We'll be looking at all of those kind of things in this daily news show. Get your thoughts in the comments below on everything that we discussed today. And first, we look at Juan Mata. Juan Mata, little Juan, the one that's got Man of the Match awards in both the Carabao Cup games that he's started this season. Of course, you know, not as young as he once was, hasn't got the pace. I know he's never relied on pace, but the little pace that he did add is no longer there. And whilst he has the brain, he can pull off some amazing passes, he can score the occasional goal or set piece. Juan Mata is obviously someone that is a bit part player at Manchester United now. And he is considering, apparently, a lucrative offer from Saudi Arabia. Now, Juan Mata is reportedly confident that he could be released from his United contract early, as he's being linked with a lucrative offer from Saudi Arabia. According to the Transfer Window podcast, Mata has a $15 million per year offer from an unnamed Saudi Arabian side, but no negotiations have started just yet. So obviously Juan Mata's future coming into discussion. In terms of Manchester United, whether we should sell him, I don't think we should, especially not now. Maybe wait until January, see how things go. Because whilst we have some talented younger players coming through, when you look at the players that we have that can play in Juan Mata's position, and we know he obviously occupies a position on the right sometimes. If Facundo Pellistri doesn't do too well, he doesn't live up to, you know, the expectations that a lot of people are going to have of him, then, and you've got injuries in those positions, I think Juan Mata is someone that you can rely on to come in and do a decent job. So letting him go whilst the transfer window isn't open for us, and even if it was, we wouldn't replace him anyway, but you know, just letting him go now I think would be a silly decision to make. Obviously if Juan Mata wants to leave, United may see, you know, come to an agreement with him, come to an agreement with the club. I don't know whether they sit down and do the best thing for the player, but we saw with Romero, they didn't really care about Romero's feelings in the end. So, you know, whether this one happens or not, I don't know. It could just be rumours. Of course, Juan Mata is always going to be linked with a move, and he's been linked with a move away from United quite a lot in the last couple of transfer windows, but still is here. So, remains to be seen whether he leaves, but sure, if there really is a bid coming in from Saudi Arabia, and the kind of money that they can offer, it may be very, very tempting for the special Juan. Marcus Rashford was ordered an MBE yesterday as well, for his services to vulnerable children in the UK after his campaign to keep free school meals over the summer forced the government into a U-turn. Rashford took to social media to reveal how proud he was of the honour. And the hypocrisy in this was Boris Johnson, I believe, has nominated Marcus Rashford for his work. Marcus Rashford had to do that work because Boris Johnson wasn't doing that work. So it's almost like a thank you for doing my work for me from Boris Johnson. But obviously a member of the British Empire. I wouldn't want to be one of those personally, but congratulations to Marcus Rashford. And I'm sure he doesn't do the work that he does for these kind of reasons. He does the work that he does for non-selfish reasons and for obviously helping others. And it's great to see from Marcus Rashford someone using his platform for positive things and to get things sorted in the world for people that don't really have a voice. So great to see from Marcus Rashford. Pay-per-view football in the Premier League is another thing that's been discussed about in the last couple of days quite a lot, and it's now here. Newcastle against Manchester United has been moved from a 3 p.m. kickoff to an 8 p.m. kickoff UK time and is available for £14.95. That's right. Sky Sports, BT Sport will show these fixtures. So if you're used to watching boxing in the UK, you'll get Sky Sports box office, BT Sport box office. So that's where these Premier League fixtures, these additional fixtures, will be made available. You'll obviously still get the games in your package if you have Sky Sports or BT Sport or whatever. But the games that weren't going to be televised, they will now be available for £14.95. The Premier League confirmed on Friday that matches outside of the designated TV selections will be shown live to enable supporters to watch their team in action at any extra cost. So this is what we're seeing, £14.95. Now, we initially heard that Ed Woodward was against it. Ed Woodward of Manchester United had voted against this move, and they were really vocal in the meeting between Premier League clubs to ensure that this didn't happen. Obviously, people are losing jobs. The economic situation of many people, many football fans, has changed, and then to be asking them for more money, a bit ridiculous. But then we heard that Leicester City were the only club to have actually voted against it. So whilst we hear these briefings from Ed Woodward in relation to what he's going to do and what he thought and all these kind of things, he actually did the opposite. It's like when he briefs about a director of football coming in at Old Trafford and then never ever brings one in. It's like when he tells the press that no other team can do the things that we can do, watch this space, and then does absolutely fuck all. It's exactly like that with Ed Woodward. And now we see it again. He's against this, but he votes for it. Make it make sense, please. Edinson Cavani has been discussing his move to Manchester United as well. He said he spoke to Ander Herrera before deciding on the move to Manchester United, and Herrera told him how great the club was. And there's also been talk in ESPN today, obviously. We know, take the reliability with a pinch of salt. But they said Real Madrid, Juventus and Benfica were all interested in signing Edinson Cavani before he chose to join United. And the Uruguayan rejected Juventus' bid of an €8 million deal a year on a 2-year contract, while Real Madrid and Benfica also sounded out a deal, but obviously didn't go ahead with anything. So Edinson Cavani was touted by these clubs. Now I think if Juventus signed Cavani, Atletico Madrid were linked with him, I think everyone looks at it and says it's a good signing. On a free, good signing. And I think for United, on a free, we need a striker, it's a good signing. The thing that pissed everybody off was the manner of that signing and the fact nobody expected to see our number 7 being Edinson Cavani. And he said about the number 7 shirt that he'd love to make a name for it and live up to it, like those like Best, Ronaldo, Robson, Cantona, etc. But at the same time, and Beckham, how could I forget? But at the same time, when you're on the pitch, the shirt number means nothing, and it's absolutely bang on. He said it means more off the pitch than it does on the pitch. On the pitch, my shirt number isn't going to do anything for me, and that's the kind of attitude we want players to have. Obviously, you'd think that's obvious, the shirt number doesn't affect people, but we saw with Valencia, as soon as he took the 7 shirt, he wanted to change it back again. So these things happen, but I have no doubt that Cavani will not be weighed down by that number 7 shirt. If he fails at United, it won't be because of that. And I think he could be a decent success for United. I genuinely do. Ousmane Dembele was linked with United on deadline day, and it's being reported by Sport in Spain, try to say that one quick 3 times, that his stance did soften over a switch to Old Trafford. However, at the point that Dembele was warming to the move, there was little to no time left to complete a move in the window. There was also the issue that if Barcelona accepted a loan deal, they'd then have to renegotiate Ousmane Dembele's current contract because of when that expires. And that again was another issue for them. But Sport are saying it was very close to happening at one point. Ronald Koeman was talking about it, and they were waiting for that deal to happen so Memphis Depay could happen. And now all eyes are turning to January, when it's hoped a solution could be found. So they're saying €50 million in January for Ousmane Dembele, the move to be back on. Now I don't think United will be going back in there. I think there's a reason why we were hesitant on a permanent deal. why we wanted to bring him in on loan. And I think that shows that they're looking to probably go back in for Sancho. But me personally, I don't think we get Sancho if we go back in for him. And to be honest, right now, I don't even want to think about that. Let us know what you guys have thought about everything we discussed today on Stretford Paddock. Get your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Gazetta United as well. So make sure you're joining us for that. Then we'll be going through the back pages with a coffee. So make sure you're keeping it locked, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. And for now, I've been Adam McKola. You lot have been legends. I'm out of here.